Tanzanina, Kaniput, Wampus, Kinikashimikwan, Napio. Many blessings to all my relations in the four directions. Yeah, blessings coming from here in Paiute Shoshone territory. And I'm here with my beautiful brother Gary, who's been holding space here for quite a long time. Yeah, how long has it been? It's,
Since about the beginning of summer.
Yeah.
Camping out here, off and on, doing our best to honor that 14-day rotation. But we're in prayer here. Hey, get this. Here's an arrowhead. We're just walking. Yeah. So here's an arrowhead that I just found. You can see the chip marks on it, on the edges, right along here. The tip was here. This other edge of it, half of it is gone. But you can clearly see its intention was an arrowhead. And I'm just gonna leave it right here. I don't take it. I know it's out here. It's here. And we leave it alone. That's honoring and preserving. So we have those. That's real good. Yeah, let's go. That makes me feel reassuring, you know. Yeah, so I've been here since really the hottest parts of the summer, and you know, it got pretty hot out here, and it really was pretty hot. The main objective of the day was to just get through the hottest part of the day, and you know, we're out here just becoming you know, listening, doing our best to listen. We're walking towards Centennial Rock right now. The east is well, the west is behind us, so we're walking towards the east. So this is Peehee Mu, Rotten Moon. General area of the massacre of September 12th, 1865. My great-great-great-grandfather rode off on a horse to Disaster Peak in that direction. And you know, if it wasn't for that, we wouldn't be here as a family. So we're descendants of that gentleman, Ox Sam, in the Idaho Historical Society. And the way that America has it documented is it's Santo Miko. He's on 2 treaties. So we honor him too, you know, by taking the lead and carrying the prayer and holding it strong. That's my objective. I want to make sure the people are okay. You know, the kids, we teach the kids. And that is always in my mind. I have young ones of my own. And you know, I want to be there, but we've made that little sacrifice, and you know, we're okay with this fight here. We both agree that it's important for our future generations, and we're teaching our kids how to be the lead, how to stand up and speak and be strong and carry your prayers and be involved and take initiative. We need more of our indigenous leaders, because of what's happening now is more of our children are becoming, you know, they're being found and discovered. And how did we get here? How did we get to this situation? It's really sad to hear about things like that, because it's too much. It's too much.
Yeah.
It's too many little ones that they were supposed to carry on that prayer. They were supposed to carry that. And it left a big gap when they were taken from their families. We love those children. So we want a better future, a better living condition for our kids than previously. We're the ones to lead that. We're the land defenders, water protectors by duty, because it's in our DNA. That's what we do. We've been here before Columbus, We've been here before the first president. We were already here. And so we're out here undoing a lot of that mess. We're trying our best to, anyways. It's not green. Do they care about it being, if there's grass and trees out here? They're gonna want that money instead. To us, it's not about that. To us, it's about the kids. The kids come first.
Yeah.
That's what we learned from our elders. We listen, we understand that. Since that's the way it is, We're being humans in that sense. Caring for our land, our resources. It has everything to sustain a family like this, And they want to make everything artificial. No. Life over lithium. Always. It's about the kids. When I become an elder, I will tell the middle generation this, the same words. We keep that tradition alive, and we keep it strong. We hold that strong.
What can you tell us about the communities here in Paiute Shoshone territory?
Paiute Shoshone territory, the communities around here, we're all linked together in history. I'm glad you asked that. And it's overlooked a lot of the time, especially in these situations with the courts, federal courts. They think we've always been on reservations. Nope. That's the deal.
The hunters?
Nope.
Well, what are some of the food sources that people rely upon here?
Mule deer, meat eaters, carnivores. There's a lot of work that goes into it. There's a lot of steps, but it brings discipline. That food, like mule deer. There's rabbits, traditional foods. There's roots out here. Wild potatoes, wild onions. There's gardens out here. You just gotta know where to look. They're all up in the mountains. There's life back there. There's life all around back there, and there has been.
It's just so beautiful.
It really is. It has its own story. If you strip all the dirt from these rocks, what are we gonna find?
Yeah.
It'll be a structure. It'll have its own. It's still standing strong. We see that. We recognize that. That's the connection.
Do you think we will ever find a balance between economic development and ecological preservation?
It's one or the other at this point. We've been going they've been going full steam ahead since they got here. We know that this system that's out there is it's a foreign system that comes from the Europe country, the country of Europe. Everything. They applied it here, came up with their policies like the 1872 mining law, and now that's something that we're up against.
What can you tell us about that 1872 mining law?
1872, I believe electricity itself was introduced a few years later in 76 or 78. And at that time, 1872, electricity wasn't in exist. It wasn't here. It didn't exist. Batteries didn't exist. Lithium, none of it did. At that time, that was introduced. 1872 mining law. Fast forward 149 years down the road, that non-electric mining law, that had pickaxes, shovels, and donkeys in mind, is dictating the future for electric vehicles, lithium batteries, and it's disgusting. And what more can I say?
It essentially, it gave the mining corporations free reign over all the mining of minerals, uranium, gold, silver. Nevada is the largest mining state. It's also the largest, I guess you'd say, sort of military presence. 70% of the state being under federal jurisdiction by way of the Bureau of Land Management. Are there efforts being made right now to overturn that decision that was done in 1872? 72.
Yeah. So far, it's just been a thorn in the government's side, and they're ignorant and they don't want to take a look at it because, once again, money's involved. And they keep pushing for it. NDEP, the permitting process. Not one time since its induction has it ever denied a permit, and they're supposed to be protecting the environment. That should tell you something. They're not there for the protection of the environment, are they? No, because the environmental impact statement is supposed to run for 4 to 5 years for a mining proposal like this, Thacker Pass. But did they do that? No. They took less than a year to release the environmental impact statement, and it was online. The commenting period, they set up a different, it was a wrong URL, wrong website, so it was pissing in the wind on that commenting period. That's why we were shouting from the mountaintops, consultation is not consent.
Right.
By all means, that's what they assume. They're not sitting down talking with us. They're not doing things in the best interest of the communities or the environment. It's for the best interest of the investor. And that's the truth, man. I'm not gonna shadow box around it. I'm not gonna dance around that. That's the sad truth. And we come to a point now where enough of us in different communities, different races, are coming together, because that was a prayer. The white buffalo calf was born already, and since that, that was a prophecy that all people of all nations, of all races, will come together and work together. And that was prayed for, and it came. So we have to. That's just the way it's gonna be. I have a lot of respect for these communities out there that's supporting us. I really love the people. Love as in, I'll give you the shirt off my back if you do the same for me. That's the way it is. Even if not, I'm still do it. That's just part of preserving our ways. Life over lithium. Take care of your neighbors.
Life over lithium.
You take care. Life over lithium, man.
Now, this state, the mining operations have been going on for a long time. Many indigenous people are employed by these mining operations. Many indigenous people are sort of well, they're so busy struggling to provide for their own families. Maybe they don't have time, or they're sort of sitting on the fence, so to speak. And then at the same time, there are also many allies with good intentions, wanting to empower the efforts of indigenous people that are gathered here. What message would you give to them? I suppose that would be two separate messages, maybe, but maybe it's the same message.
Ponder on that one.
Yeah.
You have to ask it again.
Indigenous people who are on the fence about
Jobs, working. Okay.
yeah, people feel conflicted because, if they're working for the mines and then they go to oppose the mines, maybe they'll lose their job, or what other opportunities are there out there for them.
If they told you to jump off a cliff, would you? I wouldn't. I think for myself, everybody is their own individual with their own free will, and however they live their lives is up to them, But if you want to work, you're gonna work. You're gonna go out and find work, get your work ethic up. You're gonna do things like that, like the old ways, like the old school, like your parents maybe, your grandparents maybe, with hard work, not not sitting around expecting things to fall on your lap. This is life, man. You gotta get it. And with these jobs that they're proposing, man, they can't even fill some of the jobs that are already out there. Say for the clinic, or something like a maintenance job or something. They can't even hold that job really,
Right.
And where our problems really come from is that our communities are struggling with some stuff, and the government doesn't care. They'll come right in while we're vulnerable and take advantage of that, and they'll make it sound good, and you'll have all the newest bells and whistles, man, but it's not really worth it in the long run, because you're gonna help destroy everything, and it's not gonna restore just like that. It's gonna remain poisoned until that poison is consumed by us. And those jobs, I'm gonna get back to that. It's not all that. If you're an Indian and you're living on the reservation and you're going to work for one of these mines like this, that's really that really is stabbing your people in the back and selling out. Because we're not supposed to be doing that. We're supposed to be carrying on with our people. We can't be like them no matter what. We're not like them. We don't have the same thinking process as them.
Right.
We don't. We have another way of doing things. And we're land defenders and water protectors by nature.
Yeah.
And that's what we should start focusing on. That's a job in itself, and it's gonna pay you more than anything in this universe. That's when say somebody passes away, the one thing that they're gonna want is time on the earth. They're not gonna say, oh, I want money, I want more money, I want the biggest house in heaven. It's clear.
So again, we're here at Peehee Mu, which translated is Rotten Moon, and it's a reference to the 1865 massacre of 31 men, women, and children by U.S. military. And I believe it happened right over there. The reason why they call it Rotten Moon is my understanding is that they didn't just kill everybody. They also took their entrails and everything, and they just spread it all over the desert. And so that's how it got the name of Rotten Moon. If you can correct me on that in any way, that's fine. Yeah, today's a kind of a tough day. Recently, I was talking to my beautiful sister Jessica Wasichuku from Cross Lake, Manitoba. We're currently residing right now in Alberta. I got the message today that I believe it was 96 children, 96 babies have been uncovered in Cross Lake, adding to the already astronomical number of children that have been found and have died under the care of the priests and the nuns in these residential schools. So Gary was, he was present when I got that news, and I want to thank you for sharing space with me in our grief, because these are all our children. Mm-hmm. I think that an awakening is happening, and it's not just about counting carbon molecules or carbon offsets, carbon trading. It's not just about recklessly, jumping onto this green bandwagon, because there are so many false solutions. This is about bringing the I-thou relationship back to all of life, the way indigenous communities had it for all the world. So, in our efforts to be green, let's remember our humanity. Let's remember to acknowledge and learn from those most heavily impacted communities. And it's happening all across Turtle Island and the world. And certainly I've been all across, the United States and Canada. And there are many efforts just, going on all over the place. And our prayers go with you. If you're an ally, we need you. Come to us. If you're from those great European tribes and have been disconnected from your ancestry, which leads you back to this Mother Earth, and to medicines and teachings, come back to us.
Come to the fireplace.
Yeah.
Figuratively speaking, that's how we pray and we stay strong. That's what we need. Like the brother says, if you're from the European tribes out there, we're gonna welcome you.
Yeah.
And we need you. We're making this call to you, and the sooner the better. And we're all family out here. That's how we operate. I'll make sure we're gonna be strong and taken care of in that sense, because we're warriors, and that's what we've been since the beginning. That's how we're gonna be, and that's how we're gonna teach our young. And we're a prayerful, non-violent bunch, but it is what it is.
Yeah. So if you want to get involved, you can
go to www.protectpeeheemu.com. That's my website that I have up. You can find the recent articles, a GoFundMe link, a mission statement, a vision statement, just some background on our organizers. It's a good place to touch base with Protect Peehee Mu, and we're indigenous people rising to the occasion. We're warriors, and that's how it is. I hope.
Great. So be sure to share this out to your groups, get involved. We can use your support. Many blessings.
Water's life.